Around the Ozarks is now on your FM radio. Listen to Around the Ozarks mornings with Grace Gooley as I spotlight local people, stories, and podcasts, all while playing the country legends of the 90s and the hit makers of the 2000s. It's on the Ozarks Best Country, 105.1 The Bull. It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchen Lane USA, Advanced Car Care, Smouse Brothers, and United Plumbing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Howdy to you. Good morning on Friday. Happy Friday to you. We made it to the weekend, and we got some news to tell you about.
All right. Springfield Airport just capped off its third straight record year. Very exciting for them. More than 1.5 million passengers flew through SGF in 2025. That's up 9% over last year. That's also more than a 70% increase in the last 10 years. Planes were more than 87% full on average, with American Eagle, United, and Allegiant leading the way. Several airport improvements, including terminal expansion and new amenities, are all set to open this year.
Those are good signs. You wonder when it's going to mean more flights to more places.
Soon.
And lower fares would be great. I don't have my hopes up for that.
But yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I mean, we've crossed the threshold. They got to start taking us seriously. A longtime corner building at National and Elm is headed for demolition, kind of over there by Missouri State University. That property, once home to Panera Bread and Brown Derby, will be torn down. That means the Barbershop Deluxe is going to have to relocate after being in that same spot for more than 75 years. It's moving to a new spot not too far away on East St. Louis Street. It'll reopen on February 24th.
Yeah, that was an interesting building. Went into it when it was bread company long time ago. It was like 3 feet off the road, and people, that's a tight road right there.
Well, remember the time the person drove through the bread company?
Yeah, somebody drove into it. Never really was fixed after that, I don't think. So
yeah.
Okay. A new community venue is now open on Springfield's south side. Conversely, the Hatch Auditorium is at the Library Center. It's now hosting events this weekend for its debut. It's a new auditorium there, seats 500 people. $8 million project was funded through, wait for it, COVID relief money and private donation. So a new 500-seat auditorium. And heads up, if you like to shoot, you're headed to the shooting range or plan to go to the shooting range anytime soon. The range at Busick will close Monday for maintenance and upgrades down there. Crews are going to make repairs, remove storm-damaged trees, and install a new fence around it. The access road will also be closed, though West Side trails will remain open. Okay. But you got to get there by foot.
A Roundtree neighborhood restaurant is preparing to close its doors. Scully's, known for ramen and wings, is going to be closing up shop on February 6th. They'll be open until then. Owners say rising cost and a desire for a better schedule with their young family led to their decision. The space on East Cherry Street is expected to reopen as a bagel shop later this spring. Many of the current staff members are expected to return to the bagel shop. So sticking around for the new venture.
I love bagels, so I'm up for a local bagel shop for sure.
Me too. Yes. We have some chain bagel shops, but there's nothing like a local bagel shop.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to that.
All right. This is fun too. Evangel women's basketball team is back on the national radar. The Valor ranked number 22 in this week's NAIA top 25 after a 13-game winning streak. Nice. First-year head coach, Maddie Wallace has led the team to a 14-1 record. It's fantastic. Evangel plays at Kansas Wesleyan tomorrow.
Okay. Go Valor. And we told you about this. The nation's top basketball talent is back in Springfield. Currently, they played last night. They're playing today and tomorrow. The 41st annual Bass Pro Tournament of Champions continues over at Great Southern Bank on the campus of Missouri State. 5 teams in the field are in the top 10 of the country. That's pretty impressive. Of course, the local schools, Kickapoo and Logan Rogersville, are representing the Ozarks, hoping they do super well. All games can be streamed online if you're interested in watching online at springfieldsports.net. springfieldsports.net. And one of the teams in town for the Tournament of Champions is also giving back. Took some time to do that. St. John Bosco from Los Angeles, or that area at least, visited Convoy of Hope for a service project yesterday. Players and coaches packed more than 550 hygiene kits for disaster survivors, which was super cool. I got to be there for that. And that visit hit close to home for those kids and those coaches. Some of their teachers at the school were actually displaced by LA wildfires.
Oh, wow.
Last year. So, they received a lot of those hygiene kits that they are now packing up for somebody else following another disaster. So that was neat.
Yeah.
They're tall. I'll tell you that.
I was about to say, I bet they're huge. Are they huge?
Yeah, a couple of them. I mean, it had to be 7 foot. One of them at least. Yeah.
If they think you're short, yeah, that
kids.
means they're really tall.
Yeah, super tall.
Crazy. Yeah.
Kansas City Chiefs wide receiver Xavier Worthy is looking ahead to next season, as I guess all of the Chiefs and Chiefs fans are, because what else are you doing?
Right.
Worthy has successfully undergone surgery to repair a torn labrum. The injury limited him for much of this season, 2025 season, after a week 1 collision with his teammate, Travis Kelce. And I think everybody remembers when that happened, because you're like, seriously? Travis apologized. What are you going to do? I mean, it's the game. He finished the year with 42 catches and 532 yards.
Okay. This is fun. Hollywood has arrived in the Ozarks with a Christmas twist. Cameras from Great American Media are in Branson this week for an Ozark Mountain Christmas. They are shooting a Christmas movie to air this upcoming December, like December of 26. The movie is filming at Silver Dollar City and around downtown Branson. The city's leaving up its Christmas decorations because of that, to give it more of a Christmassy look.
Oh, that's neat. It's about time, I would say. Silver Dollar City and, those Christmas movies go together. They've got all the lights you need, man.
Yes. There will be kissing involved,
Yeah. Well, I'm sure somebody's from a small town and somebody came in from the big city.
Yep.
And they're going to meet and fall in love.
Yeah.
Nobody saw it coming. Nobody saw it coming.
There's mistletoe. There's probably going to be mistletoe on one of the entrances to like the roller coaster. Yeah.
But they're opposites, but somehow they attract.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's going to be a beautiful story, to be honest with you.
I can't wait to see it.
Hey, this weekend it is Eagle Days in Springfield. Also, the Macaroni and Cheese and Mac and Cheese Festival is happening tomorrow, which that sounds delicious. So check that out. You can also check out all the other events going on at aroundtheozarks.com. We have our events calendar there, so lots to do. And Tournament of Champions. There's a lot of good stuff happening.
There's no reason you should be bored this weekend, folks. Just kidding.
Unless you want to be.
My mom used to say that.
Unless you want to be.
There's
Some people
no reason you should be bored. Just go outside.
A lot of people want to not leave the house on the weekends, and I totally get that, because I'm one of them most of the time.
Mm-hmm. I understand.
Not this weekend though. I'm hitting the town.
Yeah.
And watch some basketball. I'm gonna sit, instead of sitting on my couch for 8 hours, I'm gonna sit in a bleacher seat for 8 hours.
Nice.
Basketball.
Nice. If there's a hot dog with extra mustard involved, I might go with you. I don't know. I mean, you haven't really officially invited me, but if you do, then I would be willing to do that.
Well, we'll see. Those hot dogs ain't cheap.
All right. We'll see you. I've always been a cheap date. We'll see you guys Monday.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. We made it to the end of the work week, and I wish I had some better news to share with you on this Friday about the weather forecast for the weekend, but we could potentially be facing the coldest air of the season so far. Don't be fooled by the temperatures this morning. Numbers are starting out in the 30s, but there's a strong northwest wind. It's out there already, and we are going to see gusts to 30 and maybe even 40 miles an hour this afternoon. It's going to add that wind chill factor to the forecast all day long on this Friday. So our high temperatures in the 40s, well, that's close to normal for this time of the year, but with cloud cover and a wind so blustery, 30 to 40 miles an hour, we're going to feel like the low 30s at best all day. Bundle up today, and it gets worse as we head closer to much of the weekend forecast. Even colder weather is in store for us late tonight into early Saturday, and Saturday night into Sunday looks like the coldest yet. Today, I think the headline for us is going to be the wind. It's a big issue. There's a chance for a few snow flurries in the forecast this evening and overnight tonight. I really don't think that's a big deal for the Springfield metro area. However, our northern counties up in central Missouri, closer to Lake of the Ozarks, Rolla, you may see a few more snow flurries. And if they come down, they may accumulate on, elevated surfaces, but I'm not expecting big impact from this at all. The bigger story is going to be the wind today and the cold that settles into the region tonight. Today, again, winds will gust to 40 miles an hour. They're out of the northwest. So think about this too. With travel, high-profile vehicles may have a bit of a hard time. If you have any decorations, things still outdoors, any Christmas decor that's still up, it's going to be blowing around in these windy conditions. Or if it's trash day for you, you might want to keep a close eye on that as we go throughout the day. I am expecting maximum wind gusts to be anywhere from 35 to 40 miles an hour. And that's for the entire Ozarks region. Some of the highest wind gusts, I think, may happen here on the plateau in Springfield. Bitter cold then arrives this weekend, and it doesn't really let go of our forecast. It's a long weekend for many in the Ozarks, with Monday being the holiday. We've got single-digit wind chills in the forecast tonight into Saturday morning. So it is not a great weekend for outdoor activities. In fact, you may want to limit your time outdoors because we could see some incredibly dangerous temperatures. A few flurries are in the forecast tonight as this upper low kind of pushes through. Not a main snow story for us here in the Ozarks, but don't be surprised if you see a few flakes flying around in the air. We've then got sub-zero wind chills in the forecast Sunday morning. It's going to be some of the coldest air of the season so far and dangerously cold across the Ozarks. Now, with the high winds today, there may be a bit of an elevated fire danger. We've still got some really dry air in place. High temperatures tomorrow. I think we stay in the 20s in spots. It's going to be super cold across the Ozarks. Low temperatures fall to the single digits Sunday morning. Wind chill values -5 to 5 degrees. On Sunday, again, I think we see some elevated fire weather with gusty winds in the forecast. And Monday looks cold too, with temperatures starting out in the teens and only warming into the low 30s. So prepare for a couple of really cold days. Make sure you've got the extra quilts on the bed and the extra warm clothes and all the winter layers if you have to venture out. Around the country, here's what's making headlines. I'm still tracking this heavy snowfall that's lingering for the Great Lakes into the interior Northeast. That's going to end and wrap up later tonight. We also have gusty winds for much of the northern and central high plains. We're getting in on some of those gusty winds here in the Ozarks too. And then we've also got below average temperatures for much of the eastern U.S., while the western U.S. actually sees above average and more mild temperatures for this time of the year. All right, it's time for that Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. And the question that I left you with yesterday, it's one of these fun kind of folk tales from around the Ozarks. According to some Ozarks old timers, what does a mild Christmas day predict for the following summer? And the options are A, dry and hot summer, B, a heavy harvest and good rainfall, C, early frost in the fall, or D, lots of winter storms later. We definitely had a mild Christmas day this year, and some of the old timers would tell you that B, it means a heavy harvest and good rainfall, which would be great news for us because we are currently seeing some drought conditions across the Ozarks. We'll see. Time will tell if that comes to fruition, but congrats if B was your guess. Here's the trivia question that I'll have the answer for early next week. What unusual winter weather event hit the Missouri Ozarks in December of 1983 when the temperatures dropped dramatically in just hours? Do you think it was A, sudden 50-degree drop in just one day, B, the only recorded white Christmas in Springfield, C, a blizzard that closed highways for a week, or D, thunderstorms with hail in December? What do you think? A notable event in December of 1983. If you've got a guess, you can submit that at the website, aroundtheozarks.com. Thanks so much for listening this morning, and a big shout out to our sponsors, Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, the Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Have a great weekend. Stay warm, everybody, and I'll be back to chat with you early next week.